everyone, this is Maggie DeMarchi from the Brazilian Association in Winnipeg. This is the Portuguese speaking program. Thank you, Multicultural Channel, for giving us the opportunity to provide this for our community. Today, exceptionally, we'll be speaking in English. We will try to put forward our best English. We have people calling us and say, well, we see you on TV all the time, on Show Spotlight. We would like to know what you're talking about. I'll be talking with 3 girls who came here as students and later applied for permanent residency here. And they will tell their experience. So basically that's what we do in our program every month, twice a month we have this program. We talk about the experience of Brazilians when they immigrate to Canada, and they share their experience, their adaptation, the preparation, whatever they feel like sharing, whatever they feel is important for the community to know. So our friends here today are Yara Baradel, Dottie Pellerin, and Ivana Montanini. And the first thing I would like you to talk about is, how did you pick Manitoba?
Oh, tough
and
question.
then you can talk about the program that you choose, and later we can talk about the process of finding your first job, how the process worked for you. Let's start by Ivana.
Why I chose Manitoba?
How did you get to this decision to come to this?
At first, we didn't know anybody here. We just started searching about Canada at all, like at general. And we decided for Manitoba, especially Winnipeg, because it was the most affordable place to live. So we came as a family, so we thought about schools, we thought about affordable college, affordable programs, and of course other factors that would fit us, our family here. So at first it was the most affordable place. Then we thought about winter and stuff, but it was not the issue at that time. First it was the most affordable place. Mm-hmm. I think the very first factor that we chose Manitoba.
What about you, Dottie?
We chose Winnipeg because of the city characteristics, like family-oriented and really like high quality of life. We came as a family as well. I had 2 kids when we came in 2014, and also because of the immigration process.
Much easier here than other places.
Yeah, at that time, I think a lot changed since 2014, but yes. Okay. Yes, it was easier than other provinces.
What about you, Yara?
Yes. In addition to the affordability and the style of the city, also the immigration process, I have my nephew and niece who came first. So it was a family easy going for us. Mm-hmm. Just because it's easy to adapt to a lot of changes in our life with someone to support you. So it's everything just perfect. Not the winter time part, but the affordability for sure. And the immigration process, we can't compare with any other one.
So tell a little bit about the program that you took, right? You all came first with a student visa, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to start, Yara?
Sure. So I came first to start my English. So I studied 8 months, like they call pathway. So I started with that because I had very, very broken English. So then
Do you remember the level that you had when you came?
5 to 6, which is around 4, if I'm not wrong, for IELTS test.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or 4.5, I guess. So I took like 2 terms. And then I got a gap between my English term and my college. And then I started apply accounting college. Because I have my bachelor degree in Brazil in administration, and I was planning to come to study admin as well, but my, how can I say, the consultation? consular.
agent,
Yeah, the agent.
consultant. yeah.
Yes, the agent. They said it's too similar to my former course, so it's kind of complicated to be approved. So I just switched a little bit for accounting.
Did you like the program?
Yes. For me, with a bachelor degree in admin, it's like some repetition, but it was good because I could learn a lot of vocabulary to use. Yeah. And of course, the English improved a lot. It's still difficult, but yeah.
I noticed that many people who have a lot of education in Brazil, they pick a program here that will help them to improve their vocabulary in that
Yes.
specific
Yeah,
technical area.
that's true, yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Tati, tell us about your experience.
I came straight to college. I took the hospitality and tourism management program and 2-year diploma program. I had my bachelor degree in Brazil in tourism, and I was post-graduated in business administration, but I decided to take this program to continue in the same field that I had. Of course, immigration process is easier when you have add your previous experience to your experience here. But I wanted to stay in the same industry, in the same field. So I loved my program, the instructors, everything.
Where did you study?
Red River College.
And you too?
Yes.
Red River College? Oh, yay. You have for the Red River College. And so are you working in that area that you started and studied?
Yeah, since I started working here, always in the hospitality industry, in the same field. And I recently started at MTech, is the Education Council of the province for hospitality. So we train students to jobs on demand for hospitality.
So in your case, they used your experience in Brazil or your education here. What was more important for your current job?
I think all my experience, since in Brazil and also here, they lead me to where I am right now.
Okay.
I think because I used to be a corporate event planner in Brazil for pharmaceutical companies. It's a field of the tourism, the industry. And then here I worked in hotels, I worked as an office administrator in a hotel, doing HR, marketing, so different job positions. So I think everything that I did led me to where I am right now.
Very good.
Yeah, so I work as a student placement coordinator, so I found practicums or co-op jobs for students, like local students and international students.
Very good.
Yeah.
A good contact to have.
Yeah.
Okay, Ivana, tell us about your experience.
My experience was completely different because I was just finishing my law degree in Brazil when I was coming here. Of course, I didn't come to work or to study anything related to law, which I'm very happy for that. I came also to study at Red River College. First, I decided to come for business admin, which I realized it was not my field. It was not something that I wanted to pursue after I graduated. So I switched. I went for community development, which is a field more related to, especially here, it's administrated inside of the indigenous science at Red River College, which was awesome. Very good program. It can be 1 year program or 2 years program. I took just 1 year because it was not a secret for everybody. We just came to study to immigrate. But I got a job in a completely different way, not related to law, not related to community development. I had skills with Spanish, so I learned Spanish when I was 19, got fluent in there, used Spanish as my second language. Then I got a job in a position that I can use my Spanish skills to train people to use a certain app. So that was
Wow.
pretty much completely different, but I feel that I'm glad that I could took this program here because, as I said, it was part of the immigration process. So we had to take the program to fit the immigration program. But yeah, so I'm doing I think it's
Wow.
completely different.
You mentioned two things that I think we can explore more. One is the immigration piece. All of you had the intention to permanently live here.
Yeah.
It was studying was a way to immigrate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, one of
And
the
we were all
requirements.
successful.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of you get your PRs already?
No,
Just
I am in the
waiting.
process.
Just
Yeah.
waiting.
You're waiting?
I am almost 2 years permanent resident.
Yay! And you are waiting. It's a
Yes.
matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it works. But the other point that you mentioned that I think is important to talk is the importance of your skills, the transferable skills. Whatever you have been doing until now when you decide to immigrate, you have to have built something, a
Yeah.
skill, an ability to do something. And the employers will consider that.
Yeah.
Right? So how the soft skills, not the technical skills, and the transferable skills, how those skills helped you to get where you are? And are you happy where you are? And how your non-technical skills helped you to get there?
Anyone?
Pat?
Okay.
Yara, go ahead.
So my job is related with my graduation admin, but is also related with my passion, which is events. So I basically transferred my experience away organizing parties for my family, and then I opened a company in Brazil for weddings and other types of events again. So it was so funny because I was applying for call center. I was checking call center job positions. And then I saw this one, admin related with events. So I can't believe it. But when I saw the description and I saw that I had to deal with the director of the call center, I told myself, oh, it's not for me. I'm not even near to this level of English or confidence to talk with someone so higher in the company. But I got there, and I'm there 6 months in a row. And I just had my PMG, which is our performance during this semester. And he said that I had a high performance. And with a broken English, not so much confidence, because I had to learn a lot in a banking industry, because I had never imagined that for me. And yeah, I'm there, and we can do it.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
we can.
Yeah, we can do it.
Tati, what about you?
I think I don't think it's only as Brazilians, but as Latin American people, we have really high level of some soft skills, especially like dealing with other people. Like they call it here like teamwork, interpersonal skills, relationship skills. So I think we are really good at this. We're dealing with people. We know how to work, to behave in a work environment. So I think this is we can fit anywhere. We are adaptable, like anywhere. We can adapt easily. So I think this is really important when you come here. and it's something that we say that you don't learn at school,
Yeah.
or you have or you don't. So we have an initiative for almost like everything. We are self-starters, so we don't wait for someone to tell us, oh, you have to do this. If we feel that, oh, something needs to be done, we take that initiative and we do it. So I think this is something that is really valued for employers here.
And it's part of our culture, right?
Yeah, it's not easy to find. So that's why, like, I think we shine and highlight from others since we started. So, and I think it's a way, like, of. I don't think it's growing fast where you work, but we certainly shine and highlight from others. So it will open doors in another job or in the market for sure.
And helps a lot the Brazilian community in general, because the Brazilians are known for those qualities.
Yeah,
that
and
you
we
just
are hard
mentioned.
workers. Now that I deal with employers all the time because of the students, they also recognize that Latinos or Latin people, they are really hard workers. We are so committed and responsible in our jobs, with our works. So, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think the point that, based on my experience and based on experience that I've seen with people that I work with, it's like the power to adapt. Like, because we already have, like, most people that you know, like, you probably already know people that are immigrating in here, people that came from a different background. They have background. They have something that they've done before. They have a job. They just, like, started when they're very young. So that's very common in our culture. Like, even if it's from South America or just from Brazil, more that we're talking about here. But it's like we're easy to adapt. Like, that's why we're here, right? That we're surviving this -40, -52 winter, because we can adapt if we are pursuing something that is bigger than us. So for me, in my own experience, it's like, yeah, I never thought that I was going to use Spanish when I was moving here. I was like, yeah, so I have some English. I'm going to improve my English skills. I'm going to study there, and it's going to be, that will be it. I will learn something there. But what I'm using in here, there were skills that I already know. I already knew that. I already had that before. So the power, I still think that the power that you have to adapt, and again, it's not something that you learn in school. It's not something that someone is going to teach you. You have that on your own. So something that you already have, you can use, like transferable skills, as you mentioned. Yeah. Transferable skills, something that you're already good at. You already know how to do that. And we're known as people that work hard. You cannot just sit down there and see the time passes in your eyes, or just like the life going on. You feel like you have to be part of that, and you want to do something on that. I'm really proud of our Brazilian community, because every time I know someone, they actually have the same experience. So I started like this. I came like this. I had nothing, or I just gave up everything. I gave up my degree or my something. And if they're not there yet, they are in a process to get there, which is, I think it's inspiring. For me, it's inspiring, and I feel very inspiring about your stories in here. I didn't know before, but it feels like we're right. We're in the right way, in the right path to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think it's important to highlight also that I think we all came open to anything.
Yeah.
We didn't mind to start all over again in entry-level positions, because I think some people, they think because we have the high demand professionals, like on high demand, they will start as managers because we have previous experience. Yeah. Even if you were a manager back home, like here, you have to be open to start all again. Over and in entry-level positions. Of course, you will get there, you will, but sometimes not as soon as you arrive here.
Yeah.
Not as soon as you think, but you get that. That's good. It is really inspiring to hear your stories, and I hope people who are watching now that we are speaking in English, not only the Brazilians, but everybody who hears us, that you can be inspired as well. And if you are planning on coming, or if you are here but you are going through the low times and hard moments, just get inspired. We will get there as well. Just keep going. Now, there was another point that you mentioned that I think is important to comment. Yara mentioned that a couple of times. About the broken English. Don't let that to be your barrier, right? Do you have any funny story that you went through because of a broken English? I am saying broken English, but I think we always speak pretty good.
I don't think I remember something funny, but usually people just, instead of asking, could you say that again? They start to scream with you. Just because they just talk loud and loud.
Oh, okay.
Because they think they are not understanding because you don't understand what they are saying. So they just start to be louder, or they just, oh no, forget about it. Not important. So it's like, okay. It's not just our English, sometimes it's their listening skills as well.
Okay.
Because we have, Canada is a variety of accents, so some people, they just block themselves to understand others. So it's something that is not our mistakes, just so we can be like, don't push too hard yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes,
don't let that stop you.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yeah. I don't have any funny stories, but I think it's just sometimes people talk to you when you are not paying attention to them, and you just pretend, oh, okay, like I understand, or you misunderstand something and you do something wrong because you didn't understand them. But I think people in general here, they are very patient.
Yeah.
And because our accent, our Latin accent is easier to understand, to be understood by them than others that we have here. So I think, I don't think it's something that can be a barrier if you don't speak English at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because here you have to.
I don't remember any funny stories like related to me, but related to my son. He arrived here, he was 5, and now he's just turned 9, and he's on French Immersion, so he was in English, and now he's just on French Immersion. But he had like stories about like things that we're saying at home, like even we only speak Portuguese at home, but we're trying to speak like with our friends, like coming at home, and he's trying to like correct us all the time, or saying like,
Yeah.
if we have Canadian people around, don't speak Portuguese because they're gonna think that we are talking about them, or it's not polite. Or he's always trying to make a way to let us speak better. So one of the ways that things that we want to say for our community, for whoever's planning to come or desperate at home saying like, I'm never gonna learn English, learn with your kids, because they're gonna learn so fast and they're gonna teach you, and forget about the accent. You're gonna have that for the rest of your life. Get over it. You're gonna have accent.
Yeah, they are the ones
Deal with
making
it.
fun of us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. I spoke with Ivana Montanini, Tatiana Pellerin, and Yara Baradel, 3 ladies who came here, immigrated to Canada. Some already permanent, Tatiana already permanent resident, and the other 2 waiting for the permanent visa, permanent residency. And like them, we have many who took the same pathway and made it. They are successful, they are happy, and we wish the same to you who are watching us and planning on doing the same. And if you are here, or just find a group, find a team, call the Brazilian Association. We will help you to find people that think like you, and we'll make a team with you and make a family with you, so you have the support that you need We have lots of support from different groups in the community, and then we hope to be able to help you to make it here like we are making it here. Thank you again. Thank you, Multicultural Channel, for the opportunity to have this Portuguese speaking program that exceptionally today we are putting for our best English. Thank you, and we will see you again.
Thank you.